The president's day was a fog of flights, motorcades, rallies, and appearances. It goes on, in fact, until 11 Eastern time tonight when he returns home. In the middle of his first and second of 4 landings today on Air Force One, as we approached Richmond, Virginia, where he was met by big and enthusiastic crowds, we sat down in his in-flight office for our 3rd interview with him in the past 24 hours, beginning with the topic of this morning's endorsement.
General Powell's somebody who, during the course of these 4 years, has come in occasionally, given me advice. He's somebody who I think people recognize as, having just a steady breadth of knowledge, both foreign and domestic, and he's been terrific on all counts over the last 4 years. So for him to provide a fulsome endorsement like that means a lot.
Mr. President, the subject of rape has been in the public discourse this campaign year unlike any time I can remember it in American public life. You were asked about it last night. You've inserted a line in your speech I noted about women's health. Is that as far as you're comfortable going for now?
Well, no, let me be very clear. These attempts to redefine rape in some way make no sense to me. And I don't think they make sense to the vast majority of women across the country. But more broadly, I think what these episodes point to is the fact that you don't want politicians, majority of them male, making a series of decisions about women's health care issues. I'm very proud of my track record when it comes to having confidence that women can make these own decisions. That's what I believe. That's how I govern. Those are the kinds of Supreme Court choices that I've made. 2 remarkable women, in Sonia Sotomayor and Elena Kagan. And I think that it's important for women to have confidence that their president knows this is a set of decisions for them to make in consultation with their families, their clergy. It is not something that politicians need to get involved with.
If you could fix either the Electoral College or the fact that we're going to spend $1 billion electing a president, and Lord knows what cancer cure that might have started us down the road on, which would you do most urgently if you had unlimited powers?
Well, I think that's an easy choice. I think the amount of money that is being spent in my campaign and Mr. Romney's campaign and the super PACs that are out there is ridiculous. And as you will recall, when the Citizens United decision came out, I took a fairly unusual step of saying this was bad for our democracy in a State of the Union speech. I continue to believe that. There is no reason why I believe we can interpret the Constitution in a way that allows us for some common sense restrictions on the amount of money spent and the manner in which it's spent, because for us to have folks writing $10 million checks undisclosed, having huge sway in this election, and just the sheer amount of waste that could be used more profitably in other areas doesn't make much sense. So this is an issue that in a second term I'll raise.
Part of our conversation with the president, just as we were prior to landing in Richmond today. We should also know, once again, we've asked for the chance to spend similar time with the Romney campaign. Our 24-hour travels with the president were for a special package of coverage on tonight's Rock Center broadcast. That's right here at 10/9 Central Time. And the president traveled on to his hometown, Chicago, late today to vote, and by doing so became the first president ever to take advantage of early voting.